Once upon a time. Once upon a time, in a place that's far away, a great king built a city where his people could all stay. He built a palace on a mountain, and on the slopes on every side, he built his people lovely homes in which they could reside. He provided every home with all they would ever need, to live in peace and happiness, and food on which to feed. And then, as a special gift, to each he gave to hold a set of plates and cutlery, all made of solid gold. Each person had a full set, ranging from a tiny little spoon up to an enormous charger, which shone just like the moon. The plates ranged from a tiny one to very large indeed, with many sized plates in between, all one would ever need. The king was kind and gentle, and with love his heart would burn. All he asked of his subjects was that they loved him in return. One day, every citizen received an invitation from the king to attend a ball within his palace, and he requested that each bring an item from their golden sets to hand in at the palace gate. Each was given a time to arrive and asked not to be late. It was left to each individual which golden item they should bring when they went up to the palace to give it to the king. Some of the people loved gold so much they kept it all on show, and they didn't wish to part with it, so they decided not to go. Many others, knowing the king had a really huge fortune, decided he didn't need much more, so took the tiny spoon. Some others took the smallest plates, while some thought they could afford to take a slightly larger plate when visiting their lord. A few even took the charger, that great tray of solid gold, the item that was worth the most if ever it was sold. But there was one individual, a woman on her own, who loved beyond life itself the king upon the throne. She took the whole set, every bit. She took every single part. She gave it to her lord and king. She also gave her heart. The king displayed no preference. He gave a warm welcome to all. They then entered the palace to enjoy the royal ball. When the ball was over and it was time to leave, the king said farewell to each, and then each did receive the item they had brought with them to give in at the door. But they not only got it back, each one received some more. For as the king explained to them, it had been his pleasure to fill each item they had brought with an amount of treasure. Each item that each person brought from their stock of gold was now filled with wondrous gifts, as much as it could hold. So, those who gave the little spoon got a little light relief, while she who'd given everything was rich beyond belief. This story is meant to guide us all in the way in which we're living, for we will get rewarded in proportion to our giving. God bless.